Good afternoon, children. How is everyone doing? Namaste, all of you. Hi, Surya. Hello, VKS Gamer. Hi, Sahil. Rahul. Is it right? Hi, Rahul. How are you all? Yes, your comments are all absolutely visible, VKS Gamer. Uh-huh. Hello, Aryan. Namaste. I was actually looking for Aryan and my usual, regular children, Abhinandan, Bhargavi, Aryan, and a few others also. Hi, Sakshi. Hi, Tanishk. Akanksha. Hi, Akanksha, Sakhi, and everyone else. How are you all, children? How is everything going? Oh, Ganesh, you're also here. Yes, Naman, of course. Okay, very, very warm welcome to this session, children. I hope all of you, whoever celebrated the Shera, I hope you all had a very nice celebration. And I also, for Saraswati Puja, is like Saraswati Puja is supposed to be very important for us in like southern parts of India. So I also prayed very, very sincerely for all my dear students. Okay, children. So today is gonna be yet another Menti quiz. But of course, do remember, children. Hello, everyone. Hello. Hi, Shivam. Children, let me just make it very clear. Just like any other Doubts Plus Mentee session, today also, first half will be a doubt session. Okay. If at all anybody says, ma'am, Mentee first, I'm very sorry. I won't even be able to reply to that. Okay, children. Yeah. Cooking with Dadi. This is an English channel. Okay, if you want to learn only in Hindi, we do have a dedicated channel for that as well. Vedantu 9 and 10, where Amrit sir teaches bio. Abhishek sir teaches physics, Anubha ma'am teaches chemistry, and all the other teachers, right? Everyone. Yes. So, okay, let's get started. Let us get started, children. I'm doing absolutely good. Many of you are asking, how are you, ma'am? Remember me? Yes, I do remember many of these names, but honestly speaking, um, honestly speaking, uh, not every name. Okay, new student, Harshil. All right. Hi, Astha. Oh, Astha from my ICSE class. Is it? Okay, let's get started, children. But anyway, as always, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Ambika and I'm your biology master teacher here on this platform of Vedantu. Okay, guys, so shall we get started? Type in quickly, I can and I will. I can and I will, very, very fast, and then we shall get going. As always, motivational quote. Then we get started with the doubts session, and then we'll go on to the Mentee quiz. Yes? Very, very good. Yes, that is the spirit. Yes, I did have my lunch. Somebody was asking me, ma'am, did you have your lunch? Balle, balle. Uh-huh. Great, great, great. So that's the spirit. I know I can see very, very clearly that. Okay, all right. So I can see very, very clearly that there is a mix of ninth standard children here. I think eighth also, some of you grade 8 also, and grade 10 ICSE and CBSE. So as always, I welcome children across boards, across grades in all my Mentee sessions, right? The only thing is, for the initial 15-20 minutes, because this is one chapter which is supposed to be on the slightly complex side, but then once you have understood the logic of it, it is one of the most easiest and the best scoring chapters ever. Okay, so the doubts many children already ask. Oh, okay, VK's gamer. Yeah. So let me just make this very clear. Many children during the doubts and Mentee session, many children come up with comments like, ma'am, how do we ask you doubts? So for those of you, let me make it very clear. Normally in these doubts plus Mentee sessions, we pick up those doubts which have been posted in the comment section below the videos of the respective chapter. So I think we have had 3 or 4 three sessions, right? Today is the 4th session. 3 sessions for the chapter Heredity, and under those 3 sessions videos which were premiered over the last couple of weeks, whoever has put in your doubts, that too if it's a genuine doubt that can be explained, we have taken it up and we'll be explaining it. Okay, children. So the rest of you, even if you do have doubts, I'm very sorry. In case I happen to notice it while the live session happens, I will answer it. But if it's something else that you want to clarify from my side, feel free to get in touch on Telegram or through email. Okay, children? Yeah. Yes, Abhinandan, where were you? As I was saying at the start, Abhinandan, Aryan, Bhargavi, I don't see her today. And even Astha, Akanksha, all of these are children. Ganesh, all of these are children who are mostly regular in my sessions. Yes, children, so let us move on. And this is the positive quote I have to tell you today. Work hard in silence. Let success make all the noise. Okay? Let success speak for itself. Don't announce to the world what you're doing or anything at all. Just keep on doing your work. Don't give any sort of publicity about it. Like all sorts of good deeds have to be done in silence, actually. That is when the glory multiplies. Okay, children, and with that, let us get to the homework question I'd given you in the last class. Which gender is homogametic in humans, male or female? Why? Yes, how many of you gave me the answer for this question? Yes. Male, okay. Homogametic. Female, 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 female. All right. What exactly does homogametic mean? It means both the gametes are exactly alike, in the sense the sex chromosomes carried by the gametes are the same. In the sense, all the gametes, basically, let me tell you, take any random cell in a female from a female body, like the cheek cell or the stomach cell or the liver cell from a female human body, you will see that there are 44 autosomes and 2 sex chromosomes. Both the sex chromosomes would be exactly the same. What is it? XX. And in every female gamete, there would be just one sex chromosome, just like the male gametes also. And every female gamete would have only X as its sex chromosome. Okay, children? This is why we call female the homogametic sex in human beings. Okay. Yes, Abhinandan, I know that you had also given the answer, and many children here. Yes, hi Vijay, I'm good, thank you. Okay, so children, whoever gave me the answer, I mean, those of you who've been regularly giving me the answer, you guys never fail me, I know that for sure. But the answer I have here today is from Unnati and Varisha. I'm not sure if both of them are there, because I don't recall seeing these two names in the chats here. Yes, children? How nice to know that, Achit. Okay. Yes. All right. So let us move on. Okay, so both of them say females have XX chromosomes, so they are homogametic. It's not homogenetic, it is homogametic. All right, so thank you very much, Unnati and Varisha, and all other dear children who have given me the answer to this question. Okay, children, and with that, let us move on. And before that, let me just tell you, once again, we are in a complete mood of celebration, because Vedantu students have bagged top ranks in IIT JEE this year in the latest JEE advanced results. This is about that. And these have been the best results amongst all online classes. And these are some of our wonderful super scorers who have worked amazingly hard, and I must appreciate their parents, their teachers, and themselves for coming out with their best even in such a difficult time. So all of you also are capable of doing it if these children can also achieve it. Yes, children? So this is exactly why I want all of you to go ahead with the full spirit. I can and I will. All right, and let's move on now, getting started with doubts and Mentee. Doubts first, of course. The first doubt is from Lata. Okay, Lata, I'm not sure if that's the name of the student though. The question is, a man with blood group A marries a woman with blood group O, and their daughter has blood group O. Is this information enough to tell you which of the traits, blood group A or O, is dominant? And the question is, why or why not? Okay, children, so this is the question that has come from Lata Suresh. So let us come to the answer of that. The given information, the only information I have is man with blood group A. Okay, so man, the male parent has blood group A, the female parent has blood group O, right? Yeah, marries a blood group, a woman with blood group O. Their daughter has blood group O. So according to this, like just with this information, it looks like O blood group is dominant, right, to A, exclusively with this information, but that's not actually true, because in our blood grouping system, which we call as the ABO blood grouping system, there are actually 3 alleles which control blood group inheritance. Okay, an individual at a time would have got just 2 alleles. Okay, yeah, no, you don't have to study about blood type. Okay, I'm answering this only because this came up as a doubt. All right, mega mind, and everyone is like getting nervous. No, I have already made a video on contraceptive methods. Tanishk, please go ahead and watch the last video of the chapter, How Do Organisms Reproduce? All right. Yes. My email ID is ambika.gopalakrishnan@vedantu.com. I will be showing you towards the end of the session. Good job, Vijay. Okay, so do remember, let's come back to this. This is actually a NEET level question, which we learn in class 12. So ABO blood grouping is actually a characteristic. Your blood group is a characteristic where in a population, there are 3 different alleles that control it. But at a time, one individual would inherit only 2 of those 3 alleles. Overall, the 3 alleles which control blood grouping are IA, IB, and small I. Okay, so small I is actually the allele which represents blood group O. So what I'm saying is IA and IB are co-dominant alleles. They are both equally dominant. So people who have an AB blood group would have one IA allele from one of their parents and one IB allele from the other parent. People who have blood group O, like me, would have both the recessive alleles, one from each parent. So if the daughter has to have an O blood group, we know that O blood group is the recessive blood group as far as blood groups are concerned. A and B are dominant, O is recessive. A and B are equally dominant, but O is recessive. Okay, despite that fact, how did this daughter inherit the O blood group only? Why did the A blood group get masked? The fact is because the man or this girl's father, yes, this girl's father should have had his genotype as IAI, heterozygous, wherein one allele for O blood group and the other allele for A blood group. When it is IAI, this would express as A. Okay, whereas in this case, when a human being is of O blood group like I am, obviously the genotype would only be this. Okay, so the child must have inherited this small I and this small I from each parent, and the child's blood group must have been O. Okay, so this is how, yes, O is the universal donor. All right. Okay, so this is about it. Do remember, O blood group can be represented or can be seen only if there are 2 copies of the recessive allele, which is small I, whereas A and B can be expressed even in the heterozygous condition, just like in this man's case. IB small I would be B blood group, but IB would also be B blood group. Okay, IA or IAI would both be A blood group. Okay, children. So just in case you would like to know more about this, we can take it up at a later point of time. But I hope this was clear. So to answer the question that Lata had asked, this information, the given information, is not enough to determine whether A or O is dominant or recessive. But this is the fact that A and B are dominant and O is the recessive trait. All right, children. Okay, so let us move on. So I think I just left a blank slide here so that I could explain it to you, but I have done that already. Please explain the topic. How do traits get expressed? Okay, this is a question from Saroja. Saroja, are you here? Yes. No. Susie, you don't have to study this. I have made this very clear. You don't have to study blood group inheritance. In CBSE 10, you don't have to know. Okay, ICSE has to know, had to know, now it's deleted from the syllabus, but otherwise it is a NEET level question. All right. Okay, So let us move on to answer this question. How do genes get expressed? Okay, where exactly are genes? Now this is your cell, this is the nucleus, and here are the different other cell organelles like endoplasmic reticulum, mitochondria, Golgi bodies, and so on and on and on. Ribosomes, free ribosomes, attached ribosomes, vacuoles, and everything else. Name it and it's there. Inside the nucleus is where we have the DNA. Segments of DNA is what we call genes. Being something that is inside the nucleus of the cell, how is it getting expressed? How is it that I am having black eye color? It's my genes, but how is it able to express it in my eyes? Because this is a piece of information that is there inside a cell, right? So this is the process. So each segment of DNA is what we call a gene. In fact, the information which the gene contains, which you get from your mother and your father, through a process called transcription and translation, it gets converted into a protein. Okay, children? So one gene normally has the information for one protein. Okay? So through the process of transcription and translation, genes get converted, or genes are able to make proteins. Okay, have the information enough to make proteins, amino acids, and then proteins. So what exactly with the proteins? Okay, proteins are there. So what do they have to do with the characters that we have? Yes, children? Okay, you feel I'm dancing, Pariket? I don't know, maybe you are shaking your laptop. I don't know, I wasn't dancing here. Yeah, all right. No, genes and alleles are not the same. I will be explaining that. Okay, children. So this is it. Proteins, once they are there, what exactly are they? Most of the enzymes that perform various functions in your body are proteinaceous enzymes. A good majority of the enzymes in your body are made of proteins. And some of our hormones are also proteinaceous in nature. This means each of these proteins will be able to determine what gets expressed, because they are responsible in controlling certain metabolic activities in your body, because enzymes are directly involved in metabolic activities, right? Okay, so this is how genes, proteins become hormones, enzymes, and a lot of other stuff, other proteins. They get exported. Once they are formed into proteins, they get exported from the cell to the outside of the cell to the respective destinations wherever they have to be, and there they would get expressed and they get involved in the various processes which happen in the human body. Okay, children? Yes. So let us move on. Next question is from Ahmed. What is the difference between monohybrid and dihybrid cross? So monohybrid cross is, this is, children, pay attention. This is very, very important for CBSE 10th level. Okay. Yeah, this is important for the 10th level. If you recall the monohybrid cross that we have discussed for Mendel, you would be able to, remember what exactly is a monohybrid cross. It is the type of cross wherein in the pea plant, if you remember, Mendel considered 7 different contrasting pairs of traits. 7 different contrasting characters, 7 different characters were considered in the pea plant, right? And in a monohybrid cross, Mendel chose those plants which differed in just one out of those 7 characters. Okay, there is a difference in one particular character, whereas all the other 6 characters are exactly the same. Okay, so for example, if Mendel selected 2 plants as the parent plants, parent 1 and parent 2, he chose those parents in which one was tall and one was short. But apart from height, all the other characters that he considered, which were part of the 7, like flower color, the seed color, seed shape, pod color, pod shape, flower position, everything else, they were exactly the same. They did not differ in them. So the type of cross wherein parents differ in one pair of traits. Dihybrid cross is very similar to this. The only difference is out of the 7, they would differ in 2 pairs of traits. Whereas in 5 pairs of traits, they would be the same. 2 of them would be different. Say for instance, seed color and seed shape, they would be different. Whereas all the other characters like plant height, pod color, pod shape, flower position, everything would be exactly the same. All right. Yeah. Oh, before Menti quiz, this is the very first time one child is asking me to, revise Mendel's experiment. Children are all waiting for the Menti quiz. Children, yeah, I'm very, very sorry about that, Sudarshan. We won't have the time to revise Mendel's experiments, but that's all right. I mean, you just need to watch the replay of that if that's all that you have to know. Okay. Okay, so let us move on now. Next question, Ganesh is right here, I know that. Yes, yes, Ganesh, tri-hybrid cross is also there. Skin color inheritance, and there is tri-hybrid cross also that is carried out. Okay, all right. So the next question is from you, Ganesh. Yeah. Can you please explain this? A very small population of a species faces a greater threat of extinction than a larger population. Okay, so this is very, very simple. In fact, the truth is a smaller population faces more risk of extinction. Now, why is this so? Because if the environment keeps changing around an organism, then the individuals with suitable variations will be able to survive. I think I told you, I'm not sure if it was in this batch or the ICSE batch. If you think about how giraffes came into existence, it is said that giraffes were initially short-necked organisms, okay, and then there was a point of time when food was not available at the ground level, so some giraffes were able to stretch their necks to reach leaves on the taller trees. Those which were able to stretch out their necks and reach the taller trees survived, while those that couldn't manage to stretch their necks died of starvation. Eventually and gradually, over many, many, many hundreds and thousands of generations, we have got the kind of giraffes that we have today, which are all long necked, because they are the organisms which have had the suitable variations which helped them survive those adverse conditions. Okay, Ganesh? And anyone else? Yes? All right. The smaller population would obviously show lesser accumulation of variation, and obviously there is more chance of mutation or fluctuation, and this can increase death rate in a smaller population. But in a bigger population, there is greater variety that's normally observed. Okay, so this is the answer to this question. Next question is from Nisa. Is it Nisa or Nisa? Okay. Yeah. So the question is alleles. Okay. I think the question of alleles, 3 or 4 children had asked me. No, no, evolution this year, no, it is not part of your syllabus. Okay, Clash of Clans Pro. Yes, till last year it used to be asked. Okay, so let us take up the concept of alleles. What exactly is an allele? Allele is a variant form of a gene. Okay, some genes have a variety of different forms which are located at the same position or genetic locus on a chromosome. Say, for instance, this is a pair of homologous chromosomes. What exactly is homologous chromosomes? I have explained in this session, but I will be telling you this once again. But in a pair of homologous chromosomes, alleles for a particular gene are located at the same position. Say, look at that. If I tell you same position, it means like 1 centimeter from the tip here, and here also it's 1 centimeter from the tip. But then both the members of the homologous pair might have different kinds of alleles. Here it is the allele for purple flowers, here it is the allele for white flowers. Whichever is dominant between them, they would be expressed in the offspring. Okay? Yes, so this is it. So what exactly are homologous pairs of chromosomes? This is it. This is a human karyotype. As far as human beings are concerned, there are 23 pairs of chromosomes. Okay, so this is your first pair of chromosomes, second pair, third pair, fourth pair, and so on. As you can see, the 23rd pair is the sex chromosomal pair, which is XY in a male and XX in a female. Okay, in each of these pairs, you would get one member from your mother and the other member from your father. Likewise for all of these. So we call this one a homologous pair of chromosomes because one member of it is a copy of your mom's chromosome 1, the other member is a copy of your father's chromosome 1. Likewise, chromosome 2, 3, 4, 5, and all of your chromosomes. Okay, as far as sex chromosomes are concerned, for boys, X chromosome is obtained from the mother, Y chromosome is contributed by the father. Okay, so these are what we mean by homologous pairs, which are chromosomal pairs which are exactly similar in appearance and carry alleles for the same characters. Okay, children, so to get a better idea, this is parent 1 and parent 2, and this is the offspring's homologous chromosomal pair. Okay, one member from parent 1, the other member from parent 2. So this red color, for example, you can see it is the gene for temperature regulation. This is the gene for eye color. You can see the alleles for them are different in both the parents. One parent has a blue eye color allele, the other parent has contributed a brown eye color allele. Whichever is dominant will be expressed. Gene for fur texture, gene for production of nails, gene for production of fur, and so on. So these are basically the alleles. Okay, children? Yes, exactly. So alternative forms of genes are what we call alleles. So where do you find alleles? You find alleles on homologous chromosomes. Okay? Yes. And that's a very, very, very important concept to learn also. Okay, children? Yes, Parth. Okay. Next question is from Ayush. What is the difference between traits and characters? And where are alleles present in the cells? I think second part we've already answered. Traits and characters. This is it. Character is a heritable feature which we use for the identification of organisms or species. Whereas traits are variations of characters. For example, when I say eye color, height, hair color and all of that, they are characters. Whereas traits would be brown eye color, blue eye color. Traits are more specific things. Just like in the case of the pea plant, seed shape, seed color, flower color, these are all characters. Whereas what you see here, spherical, dented, yellow, green, purple, white, these are all examples of traits of those characters, versions of characters. So alleles are similar to our to traits as genes are to characters. Okay, yeah, characters are broader, traits are more narrow and more specific. Okay, children? Right. All right. Next question is from Vivek. Ma'am, okay, Vivek says, ma'am, you said gametes are haploid. Is Vivek here? Ma'am, you said gametes are haploid, but in diploid, dihybrid cross, why are the gametes diploid? So the truth is, Vivek, the gametes is not diploid even in the case of dihybrid cross, but then in a dihybrid cross, as you see here, this is the parental generation, this is the gamete. Just like in the case of any other gamete, here also it is haploid in nature. Why is it haploid? In the parent, in the diploid condition, you would find YYRR. Whereas in the gametes, you have only one copy of each gene. You have just one allele representing each gene. This is exactly why we have just one Y and one R inside one gamete. And here it's a one small Y and one small R. And together when they fuse at the time of fertilization, the diploid condition is restored. Is that clear, children? How do you write the gametes in the case of dihybrid cross? Yes? Okay, this is it. Haploid is, our gametes are the only haploid cells in our body because they have just 23 chromosomes, okay? And our rest of the cells in our body are all diploid cells with 46 chromosomes. Haploid is half the number of chromosomes. Whereas diploid is this normal number, which is 46 in the case of human beings. Okay, ask me something in Hindi. I can't like randomly speak in Hindi. Okay, Mentee zarur hoga aaj. Okay, DKS gamer is asking me, ma'am, Mentee hoga kya aaj? I've said that very clearly at the start. Mentee zarur hoga. Okay, definitely towards the end. Second half of this is going to be completely Mentee. Next question is from Adarsh. What is acquired and inherited traits? All right, let us answer that. Acquired traits are those which are acquired during one's lifetime. Inherited traits are what you inherit through your genes. For example, you may be born as a dark-skinned individual because you have inherited the genes for dark skin color. Okay, but then during your lifespan, like you're living on this planet, you decide to like go to some kind of a salon or go for a plastic surgery or something like that, like what like Michael Jackson's case used to be famous, right? And you like change your skin color completely to white, but that doesn't mean that is an acquired trait. White skin color in that case is an acquired trait because you were born with dark skin color. But for some reason, you went on to whiten your skin by certain scientific procedures, and that is what you acquire. But then, just because you did it through a surgical procedure doesn't mean when you have children, your children will also inherit the white color. No. Your children will get only what you have in the genes. If it is dark skin gene that you have inherited from your parents, that is what you will also pass on to your children. Okay, that is inherited trait. Acquired trait is what you learn or what you get during your lifetime. So this is why we say they are non-inheritable, whereas these are inheritable. This is the major difference. Okay, now next is, ma'am, what is codominant trait, from Saroja? All right, so a codominant trait is actually a trait which results from an allele which is independently and equally expressed along with the other. Remember I told you AB blood group inheritance? Yes, AB blood group, wherein I told you A and B alleles are equally dominant. People who have AB blood group would have an IA allele and an IB allele. Both of them are equally expressed. This is exactly why those people tend to be of AB blood group. Okay, incomplete dominance can also be observed in the case of certain characters, like in the case of certain flowers, which is called the 4 o'clock plant, Mirabilis jalapa. Wherein if the parents have a red flower color and a white flower color respectively, when they undergo fertilization, the offsprings would have something in between them, that is pink flower color. That is incomplete dominance. Whereas codominance is where both of them are equally visible. Okay, yes. No, AB is not very rare. Cooking with Dadi, no, AB is not very rare. Okay. Okay, whose ever birthday it is, happy birthday. I'm just, yes. Happy birthday, Syed. Okay, children, now before we move on, let me tell you something very, very important. Now, most of our children keep telling us that they've been facing these problems ever since the month of March, ever since the lockdown was declared in the country. Unanswered doubts, no proper systematic notes, test and assignment preparation, and everything is a problem. Competitive exams, choice of schedule, choice of language. Too many problems, but then they are not problems anymore because we at Vedantu, children who've been regularly and sincerely studying with Vedantu would know that along with solving all those issues, we also give you a lot of added bonuses like unlimited live classes, plenty of micro courses and crash courses, performance reports, personalized attention, and whatnot. Right? So all you have to do is just visit the link in the description box below, children, and check out the comments, the pinned comment in the comment section below, and apply the coupon code AMBPRO to avail the best discounts that we have on all of these courses. Okay, about 5 to 7 minutes more for Mentee. Okay, all right. And let me just guide you through like step by step. Once you click on that link, you will have to choose your grade. Okay, so for you guys, I think it should be CBSE 10 or as relevant for you, because I know it's a mix here. And then choose your board. So it's going to be CBSE 2021 or ICSE 2021 as relevant to you. And check out all the details of the courses which we call Vedantu Pro. Then what do you do? Once you have read through all that, the next step is, of course, to get subscribed to it so that you don't miss out on it. So we have a 1 month, 3 months, and a 6 months plan. 1 month plan wherein for full 30 days, you have unlimited access to all of these features. Live classes, test series, assignments after every single session, notes after every single session, chapter tests, and so on. Available at 2,699 for all your subjects together. Okay, science, math, English, SST, everything together. Whereas if you apply the code AMBPRO, it gets reduced to 2,159.2 for 30 days. Okay, children, if you want to stay tension free for a longer period of time, that is for 3 months, the same details are mentioned here. Normally it's priced at 6,999, but apply the same code AMBPRO and get it reduced to 5,599.2. All right. And for 6 months, for those of you who want to be tension free for the rest of your academic year, it would mean that you would normally pay 11,499, but apply the same code AMBPRO to get it reduced to 9,199.2. Remember, children, 9,000 sounds like a big number, but then this is for 6 months. That too, for all your subjects together, you're paying just this much. This is one of the best quality content available at such reasonable rates for you. So as a teacher and as a parent myself, I'm telling you, children, please check out all the details. Okay. Yeah. Mentee code will be on your screen in a few minutes. All right. Achanak Bhayanak. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yes. So children, that is about Vedantu Pro subscription. And there is another question here, which is from Fida. What is allele? This been discussed already. And what is mutation? Mutation is simply a random change in the DNA sequence. Okay. If there is a mistake while DNA copying or something, that gets inherited. That is what we call mutation. A mistake or a change in the DNA sequence. Dominant trait from Anshika. I think I have explained this already. A trait which gets expressed even in a person who has just one copy of that particular character. Like for example, in this case, a dominant trait would be the one which gets expressed even in a heterozygous condition. Okay, even if there is just one copy, we call it the dominant trait. All right, I will give you the code Achanak Bhayanak every time before I read your third name. It's just vanishing. Okay, right. Okay, now comes Mentee time. Get ready, all of you. Yes? Your question is not clear, Sri Rag? Yes, of course, of course. Mentee time now, finally. Oops, sorry. Let me become smaller so that you guys can have a look at yes, children, go to www.mentee.com and use the code 7572398. 7572398. Yes, Pragya. In the meantime, you can ask me your doubt. Yes, Pragya. Pragye, is it? Sugamana Nandakishore. Sugamana. Sushravya. Hello, Sushravya. You guys have such nice names. I will have to go back to the Vedantu office, Jyoti, to be able to teach on smart board because I don't have a smart board at home. Yes. Okay, children. So get started, get joining. 7572398. Go on, go on, go on. Oh, well done. Already close to 200. More the merrier, as always. Pakka. What do you mean, pakka? Yes, Vijay, the word pakka. I'm good, Sushravya. Thank you so much. Yes, exactly, yes. No, I'm in Kerala. I'm not going to Bangalore anytime soon. Move on, move on. Oh, close to 300 of you already. Yes, children, whoever is here and just spamming the chat box, please don't waste your time. Go to www.mentee.com and use the code 7572398 and we shall be ready to get started. Ready, all of you? Ready, ready, ready. Just type the word ready, ready, ready and we will be good to go. For how long I've been singing? I think I've been singing ever since I was 4 or 5 years old. Okay, that's the spirit and here we go. You are new on this channel. Okay, Tanishtha. And I hope you guys have subscribed to the channel. Anyone here who is here without subscribing to the channel, please click the subscribe button right now. Okay, because we'll be coming up with more and more such sessions. And click on the like button also because that's what keeps us going as well. Otherwise, we don't know how much you have enjoyed these sessions. All right, children. And here we go to your question number 1 on your screen right now. You have exactly 30 seconds. Alleles are found on dash. Yes, cystic chromatids, homologous chromosomes, different chromosomes, or both A and B. Where do you find alleles? I have explained this, okay? Children who slept off during the doubts session, during the doubts time, will not be able to answer this. Children who actually paid attention to me during the doubts time will know the answer to this. This was one of the doubts that was asked also. Children, give me the answer on Mentee. Your last 5 seconds now. 3, 2, 1, and your time is up. Okay. Oh, not bad at all. Look at that. I can see where that 104 of you have come from, saying both A and B. As I always say, it's something like a psychological thing, you know. Don't let all these paper setters play psychological games like these, okay? Wherever you guys see options like all of the above, none of the above, both A and B, both B and C, whether or not it makes sense is not a problem. You have to go and click on that as the answer, right? Okay, and the answer is indeed option B, homologous chromosomes, as a majority of you have said. Well done, children. Let's look at the leaderboard and see who is leading today. Okay, very, very well done. Dipanshu, you're back. In the last Mentee quiz, you vanished towards the end. Aditya, you got it correct. All right. No, we just finished one question. Apexa. Okay, you can join us. Children, go to mentee.com and use the code 7572398. We have Dipanshu here. Naresh, thank you so much, Naresh, and love back from Kerala. Haripriya, thank you so much, Haripriya. Rudraksh, Tarun, thank you, Tarun. Bhumi, Anisha, Uzma or Azma, I'm not sure. Brand the Broken, and we have Kshitij, Abhishek, Janu sir, fan. All right, and let us move on to the next question, which is question number 2 on your screen right now. Okay, a cross between a tall plant and short plant resulted in progeny that were all tall plants because, pay attention carefully, yes, tallness is the dominant trait, shortness is the dominant trait, tallness is the recessive trait, height of the plant is not governed by gene TT. Your last 12 seconds remaining, children. Please go on, go to mentee.com, use the code and join us and give me the answer. Very, very well done, children. Last 3 seconds and your time is up. Woo! 350 of you have given me the answer for this. Wow, and out of that, 300 have given the right answer, which is option A, of course. Tallness is the dominant trait. Yes? Okay. No, you're not late, Mohit. Just go to mentee.com and join us using the code. Okay? All right, and here comes our next leaderboard. Is there any change, or is Dipanshu still maintaining his position? Oh, Dipanshu is still at the top, and then we have Naresh, Anisha, Divakar, Sai. Okay, I'm so sorry, I can't read that language. Yeah, if you like put a name in a language which I can read, like even if it's Hindi, I can read. And then we have Varisha, Arayan, okay, Rupam, and Nidhi. Well done, children. Divakar, thank you so much, Divakar. Okay, children, let us move on to question number 3, which is on your screen right now. Okay, children, pay careful attention. Okay, pay careful attention to this question. In peas, a pure tall plant is crossed with a pure short plant. The ratio of pure tall plants to pure short plants in F2 generation will be dash. 1:3, 3:1, 1:1, 2:1. Use pen and paper if you require. Okay. What is pure? You must know what pure is. Pure bred. What exactly does that mean? Pure tall to pure short. What is the ratio gonna be? And your time is up. This was a little disappointing. This is why I said a few times the answer has to be 1:1. Well, children, I am talking about, yes, Abhinandan, what happened? I am, of course, paying attention to every comment. Okay, right. Children, I am talking about pure tall plants to pure short plants. What do you get in the F2 generation? Yes, tell me all the genotypes you get in the F2 generation. Yes, Tell me that first. What are the genotypes you get in the F2 generation? No one's telling me. It's all right. Hi, Aryan. T, 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 T. Yes, one capital T, two capital T, and one small t. Okay, out of those four, two are heterozygous. Capital T are heterozygous. There is only one capital T, and one small t, and that is the question. The ratio of pure tall plants to pure short plants. What is pure tall plants? Homozygous tall. Pure short is homozygous dwarf. It has to be 1:1. Yes? Yes, children, as all of you say, Meenakshi, Punj, everyone else is telling me exactly capital T to small t. That is the ratio that I'm asking you. And because of that, option C becomes the answer. All right, and that takes us to the next question. Oh, well done. Dipanshu is still leading with 2,992 points. And then we have Claire, Azad, Priyanshi, Sudarshan, Pratyush, and we have the name which I cannot read, Sanjana, Ambishek, and Ashin. Hi-fi, Ashin. Okay, let us move on. We still have 350 students. Children, yes, Lekhna. Yes, I do remember your name. Lekhna Arun Kumar. Of course, I remember. Okay. Hello, Vishrut. Children, anytime, Abhinandan, you can just ping me on Telegram, okay? But I don't check it every day, but maybe like once in 2 days or something. All right, children who have just joined now, please go to Mentee.com and use the code 7572398. More the merrier. And children, if you have any friends who will be interested in joining this session, please do send the link to them as well. More the merrier, as I always say. So here comes question number 4 out of the 10 questions we have today. Which of the following determines the sex of a child? Super duper easy. This everyone has to answer. Okay. The length of the mother's pregnancy, the length of time between ovulation and copulation, sex chromosomes in an ovum, and sex chromosomes in a sperm. Which of them determines the sex of a child? Whether a child is boy or girl, which of these decides it or determines it? Your last 10 seconds, children. Give me the answer on Mentee and not just on the chat box. Okay. And there goes 3, 2, 1, and go. Your time is up. Oh, good job, good job. 248 of you out of 323 have answered it as sex chromosomes in a sperm. Yes, if it's an X carrying sperm, it results in a female. If it's a Y carrying sperm, it results in a male. Right. Okay, very, very well done on that. And here comes our next leaderboard right here. Any changes? We have to wait and see. Oh, Priyanshi and a few others have overtaken a few others. Dipanshu has been consistently at position 1. Dipanshu, where are you? Hello, Saloni. Okay, very, very well done. And then we have Priyanshi, Azad, Pratyush, the name I cannot read, Sanjana, Sudarshan, Ashin, first time on Mentee, and Amrita Varshini. Wow, what a nice name, Amrita Varshini. Nice. From the spelling, I can guess you are perhaps from Tamil Nadu. Okay, I'm not sure though. Let's move on to the next question, which is question number 5 on your screen right now. The process where characteristics are transmitted from parents to offsprings is called dash. Okay, base of this chapter. Is it variation, heredity, gene, or allele? The process in which characteristics are transmitted from parents to offsprings. Go on, children. Whoever has joined in late, go to Mentee.com and use the code 7572398 and give me the answer on Mentee. And your last 8 seconds begins now. Yes, go on, children. And you have 3 more seconds left and your time is up. Okay, well done, well done. As a majority of you say, this process is called heredity. It's not variation because variation refers to the differences that you would see between different individuals. Riddhi, you can go to www.mentee.com, okay? Or if you have a computer, that would be easier, or on your phone, go to Mentee.com and just use the code 7572398. You would get an option to type in this code. Type it and you will be in. That's all. Nothing else. Okay? Yeah. All right. You know what, children? Can I tell you something very positive? Today is the first time, I think, so far. I have already called out your name, Aryan. Okay? Aryan Thakur. Right? And Aryan deleted the message as soon as I read it out. Okay. So, children, I'll tell you something very good. You know what? Until now, this is the first Mentee quiz so far in the last couple of months, wherein I have had very few arguments in the in the chat box. Otherwise, usually you guys will be like so lost in, telling he is a hacker, she is a hacker, and so on. And instead of focusing on your own performance, that becomes like primary focus. Good job. Good job on that. Okay, Dipanshu, Priyanshi, Pratyush, and the next name, I'm so sorry, the next name. And then we have Azad, Sudarshan, Sanjana, Ashin, Amrita Varshini, and Suryanshi. Okay, children, welcome to the leaderboard, whoever is here for the very first time. And the rest of you continue playing. Yes? Okay, you are Love from Jodhpur, cooking with Dadi. All right. And with that, let us move on to question number 6 on your screen right now. Namaskaram, Malayalis. Yes, Nanda Kishore. Dash is the observable set of characteristics of an organism. What is it? Phenotype, genotype, DNA, or all of the above? Observable set of characteristics of an organism. Very, very simple if you have been regular students in my sessions. Go to Mentee.com and use the code 7572398, children, and give me the answer on Mentee. Yes, we have 10 more seconds. Quick, 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 quick. Hello, Mahek. Love from Tamil Nadu. Hello, Siddharth. Thank you so much. Jay, of course, I remember you, Jay. How nice to see you. All right. Good job. Good job. Majority have told me that the answer to this is phenotype. If the question was genetic composition, it would have been genotype. But what you see externally is phenotype. And let us look at the leaderboard now. Jai used to be one of my most regular children in the last year's YouTube sessions. How nice to see you again. Dipanshu, Priyanshi, Pratyush, and the next name. Okay, I would like to give you another name. I will call you X because I don't want to like take any specific name. Amrita Varshini, Ashin, Naman. Naman, of course. High five. Nisha, Megamind, Vedansh also. High five, Vedansh. All right, children, and here comes our next question, which is question number 7. Get ready, children, just 4 more questions remaining. Thank you so much, Ashwati. Love back from Kerala. All right. Okay, Gurkirat Singh. All right. All right. Thank you, Susie. And here comes your question number 7. Go to Mentee.com and join me, children. The phenomenon where individuals of a species exhibit differences in characteristics are called dash. Adaptation, evolution, variation, all of the above. Oh, I think there is a problem with the timing here. Okay, and your time is up. Oh, despite that, 313 of you have answered it correctly. I thought we were running short of time. Variation is indeed the correct answer. The differences we see between, okay, how do I differentiate between Aruna, Shubhangi, Mahima, Khushi, Aryan, Advik, Rishabh, Ayush, and everyone else, Anjana, Tanya, and everyone, right? And myself. We all belong to the species Homo sapiens, yet we all have a lot of differences. Those differences are what we call variations. Individuals of a species exhibit these differences. Okay? Yes. Hello, Kush. Okay, and here comes our leaderboard. Any major changes, or is Dipanshu still like lost in being the first? Dipanshu is still at the top, and the second name is Gurkirat, right? Gurkirat Singh. And then Amrita Varshini, Ashin, Naman, Megamind, Sweetie, Priyanshi, Piyush, and Rugvedi. Well done, children. I can see a couple of new names here on this list. Warm welcome to the leaderboard, and the rest of you continue this way. All right. Sakshi. Hello, Sakshi. Hi, Maya. Hi from Bangalore. Hi, Darshan. I miss Bangalore a lot. Okay. Yes, I have studied marine biology. Yes, children, here comes your question number 8. Children, last 3 questions. Go to Mentee.com and join me. Okay. Mendel's law of segregation is also called dash. Okay. Law of independent assortment, law of dominance, law of purity of gametes, or law of recessiveness. What do you think? Mendel's law of segregation has another name to it. What is it? Yes, Sudarshan? And your last 8 seconds. And your last 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And your time is up. Oh, look at that. But still, a majority have got it right. Law of purity of gametes. What exactly does this state? According to the law of segregation or the law of purity of gametes, we say that, or rather, Mendel said that a gamete is pure for a particular allele. Alleles separate out at the time of gamete formation. Segregation means separation. Alleles separate out during gamete formation, and one gamete is said to be pure for a particular allele. Independent assortment is based on dihybrid cross, and law of dominance is what you see, the tallness and recessiveness, tallness and shortness thing, wherein only one of it would be expressed and the recessive one would be masked. There is no law called law of recessiveness. So I don't know what the 17 of you were thinking about. I just gave that for, to add to the confusion. Okay, children. Yes, Abhinav, I am from Kerala. All right. Where is Abhinandan? Where is Abhinandan? Where is Naman? Where are the other children? Okay, so Dipanshu, Gurkirat, Ashin, Naman, Priyanshi, Malu Boy, Rukvedi, Megamind, Piyush, and Anisha. Anisha, welcome to the leaderboard, Anisha. Yes, Krishna. So Krishna says 4-month strategy. Children, please put your comments in the comment section below if you really want us to notice that. Okay, whatever kinds of sessions you would need. Okay, let's have fun through Mentee, and then there would be no time for any negative thoughts. Yes, Naman is right here. All right. And let's move on to the next question, which is question number 9. Latecomers here, please go to mentee.com and use the code 7572398 and join me right here. So your question number 9 starts now. Mendel observed dash contrasting pairs of characteristics in the pea plant. Okay, how many of you would know this? 4, 2, 1, or 7. How many contrasting pairs of characteristics did Mendel observe in the pea plant? Yes, children? Sudarshan, don't type in such. Yeah. 777 D. Okay. Okay. Last 10 seconds. Divakar. Vedantu office is in Bangalore. Main office is in Bangalore. And your time is up. Oh, that was wonderful. Yes, like we always say, the height, plant height, flower color, flower position, and what else? Seed color, seed shape, pod color, pod shape. These are the 7 contrasting pairs of traits, or the 7 contrasting pairs of characteristics that Mendel observed in the pea plant. Of course, 7 is the correct answer. And what happens to our leaderboard? Dipanshu still leading? Oh, well done. Naman, you have come up to the 3rd position now. Good job, Naman. And we have Dipanshu, Gurkirat, Naman, Rugvedi, Megamind, Maluboy, Anisha, Gunarpit, Ashi and Tanushri. Gunarpit, Ashi and Tanushri, welcome to the leaderboard, children. Yes, I'm from which district? As in, like, I'm from Cochin, but currently I'm settled in, like, right now I'm in Trivandrum. Okay. All right, and here goes our last question for the day. Ready, all of you guys? Question number 10. Question number 10. Okay, and here comes the last question for the day, which is right here. Which of the following can be called a characteristic? Pay attention. And your options are plants can photosynthesize, we have 2 eyes, mango tree is multicellular, or all of these. Which of these can be called a characteristic? Okay, let's see. Oh, good job. And your last 8 seconds, participate, children. Go on, go on, go on. And your last 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1, and your time is up. Okay, all of these is the answer. Plant can photosynthesize, so photosynthesis is a characteristic in plants. Mango tree is multicellular, that's a characteristic again in plants. We have two eyes, it's a characteristic in us. But then, if at all the options were something like blue eyes, brown eyes, tall or like straight hair, something like that, those are examples of traits. Okay, children? Yeah. All right, so that was our last question for the day, and let us look at the final leaderboard, which is right here. And Dipanshu, very, very well done, Dipanshu. So much easy peasy is it, actually? Yes, our environment is very important, Arpita. Dipanshu, very well done, Dipanshu. Yes, with 9,857 points, and very well done, Naman, Megamind, Gurkirat, okay, I can't see the next name, Jahagirdar, is it? Um, and all of you else who are right here, Ananya, I can see some names, Rugvedi, and everyone else who is on the final leaderboard, and all the others also. As I always say, high five to everyone, regardless of whether there is one child or 200, 300, 500 children in our classes. Everyone is equally special to us. Okay, children, so great job, all of you, and Dipanshu especially, very, very well done. Okay, 13th position. Oh. Okay, children, so thank you so much. Let me now come back to tell you something. Of course, do remember to visit the link in the description box below and check out the pinned comment in the comment section to check out details about Vedantu Pro subscription, because this is the right time. It's already end of October month, right? November, December, Jan, and second half of Feb or first week of March, you will be ready for your boards or your final exams. So now is the right time to get started and be prepared completely. Use the coupon code AMBPRO. And of course, if you have enjoyed this session, children, I know this was a slightly long session, but that's how it is, right? Doubts plus Menti. Together, it was a 1 hour session. No problem, Naman. No problem, Naman. Yeah. Very good, very good. I could see you come up, like gradually come up. Naman actually like proved it. Towards the end, you were in 3, 2, and all of that. Very well done. Okay. Yes, children, click on the like button and share it with your friends if you think this would benefit them. And as I always say, stay subscribed to our channel Vedantu 9th and 10th English, because we are actually nearing completion of your syllabus on this channel for many of the subjects. So we will be getting started with more and more interesting series like spring text and a lot of others. Whatever you want us to get started with, please put it in the comment section below, so that whatever majority wants, we will have an idea about that, and we can get started with that. Okay, children, reach out to me at my email ID also. And until we meet again, take care, stay home, stay safe. Okay. Yeah. Bye bye, children. God bless. Yeah. Bye bye.